Some stories are told, others are confessed, but the most powerful stories are the ones that are hidden, encoded in plain sight, waiting for someone to look closer. Stanley Kubrick's The Shining is more than a horror film. It's a confession box. A puzzle built of moving images where every frame is a clue and every hallway a passage into the director's most private thoughts. What if the terror wasn't just the ghosts in the Overlook Hotel, but a truth Kubrick himself was haunted by? A truth he couldn't say out loud, but one he could show us. These are 5 ways The Shining hides what its creator couldn't say. Number 5, the impossible architecture. The Overlook Hotel doesn't make sense, and this was no accident. Kubrick, a master of detail, designed a set that was a psychological trap. Corridors lead to nowhere. Windows appear on walls where no exterior exists. The layout shifts between scenes, disorienting the characters and us. This isn't a mistake. It's a map of a fractured mind. The hotel itself is Jack Torrance's psyche breaking down in real time. The impossible geometry mirrors the illogical nature of his descent into madness. The building is not just haunted, it is clinically unwell. A physical space designed to represent a mental one, proving that the deepest horrors aren't in the rooms, but in the architecture of our own minds. Number 4, the German typewriter. Pay close attention to Jack's typewriter. First, it changes color over the course of the film. Second, it's a German-made Adler Eagle, an odd choice for an American writer in an American hotel. Throughout the film, it's the instrument of his madness, producing the endless repetitive phrase, "All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy." But Kubrick embeds a historical echo here. The Adler was a common machine used by administrators in the Nazi regime, an engine for bureaucratic evil. The monotonous, dehumanizing task of typing the same line over and over again mirrors the chilling efficiency of genocide. Kubrick, who was profoundly affected by the Holocaust, wasn't just showing a writer's block. He was making a statement about how ordinary tools and ordinary men can become instruments of unimaginable horror. The clicking keys are not just a sound, they are the ticking of history. Number 3, the Calumet cans. In the hotel's food pantry, we see stacks of Calumet baking powder cans. The label features a Native American chief, and the word Calumet itself refers to a ceremonial peace pipe. But Kubrick uses them as pillars in a temple of dread. The Overlook Hotel, we are told, was built on an Indian burial ground. The cans are a constant, almost subliminal reminder of this colonial sin. They represent the broken promises and the cultural genocide upon which America was built. The spirits haunting the hotel are not just random ghosts, they are the echoes of this foundational violence. The pantry isn't just a storeroom, it's a mausoleum of America's unacknowledged past, with Jack Torrance becoming the final, violent embodiment of its legacy. Number 2, the Apollo 11 sweater. Danny Torrance wears a homemade sweater featuring a stylized Apollo 11 rocket. It's a seemingly innocent detail, but in the world of Kubrick, nothing is innocent. In 1969, America celebrated its victory in the space race, landing a man on the moon. Yet persistent theories claim the landing was faked, a grand illusion directed by Hollywood. And who would be the most likely director for such a monumental deception? Stanley Kubrick, fresh off the success of the visually groundbreaking 2001, A Space Odyssey. Is this sweater an admission, a quiet confession? When Danny rises from the floor in his Apollo 11 sweater, it feels like a resurrection, a secret coming to light, not to mention the visual of the Apollo 11 rocket lifting off the ground. The film's infamous Room 237, a number which Kubrick changed from the novel, could even be a nod to the 237,000 miles between the Earth and the Moon. A secret message launched into the public, hidden on the chest of a child. Number 1. The final photograph. The film ends on a slow zoom into a photograph dated July 4th, 1921. At the center of a grand ball, smiling, is Jack Torrance. The official explanation is that Jack has been absorbed by the hotel, becoming one of its eternal residents. But Kubrick's hidden theme suggests something else. The date, America's Independence Day, is no coincidence. The photo isn't just about Jack, it's about the cyclical nature of evil within the American identity. Jack isn't just a man, he is an archetype, a recurring figure of patriarchal violence, forever present at the heart of the celebration. He was always the caretaker. This wasn't a story about one winter of madness. It was a statement about a cycle that never ends, a darkness that was always there, smiling from the past, waiting in the present, and promising to return in the future. The truth doesn't disappear. It simply waits in the corridors of the stories we tell ourselves. Kubrick knew that a film is a dream we all share for a few hours, but in The Shining, he created a nightmare he couldn't wake up from, embedding his own anxieties about history, violence, and deception into the very fabric of the film. He built a maze, not of hedges but of symbols, and left us inside to find our own way out. The horror is not that the ghosts are real. The horror is that the message was true. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to explore more hidden truths, please consider subscribing.